So we form up behind the John Day Pace Ute. The first feature race, the Piacentini Twin 30s here tonight at Bunbury Speedway. Where are our championship guys in this? They're buried, aren't they? In the middle of the pack.
Buried in row 4, row 2, 4 and 5.
So work to do for Manders, Kingshot and Williamson, who was great in that last heat race. And if you looked at all three drivers right now, he probably looks the most relaxed and calm about it in the paddock, which, as you probably would have heard, the controversy reigning at the moment down here amongst the teams. It wouldn't be grand final night without it.
Looks as though we're going to go next lap around. No 4 wide in this one. We're getting straight into it.
No time for festivities. This is the first feature race. 30 laps of competition. A battle of survival to do it again in just over an hour's time. Tension is high on the track. It's high on the infield. And we are set to go racing in our first feature race here at Bunbury Speedway with Jason Pride getting the jump into turn number 1. Let's keep an eye on the field through turn 1 for the first time. We don't have to because we'll go yellow. And again, it's going to be at the front row.
Jason Pride apparently got a flyer. And we'll do it again.
Pridey was flighty in the 14. That was a terrible joke. Stricken from the record forever. Got the jump okay. Been a long time since he got his maiden win. Of course, had a 2-car assault with Robbie Farr during WA Sprintcar Speed Week this year. Farr, in fact, scored a podium, 2 podiums at the end of that. Really tough week of racing. We'll try it again soon. We've got the gate open still. Coming onto the track
is yes, with the fire crew.
Okay, that's pretty important.
Yep. They had to go to the pits, so we got to get them out while we've got this opportunity.
They had their own pit stop going on, so without them we can't go racing. So we'll should be good to go next time by.
It was a false start, incidentally,
Thank you.
we didn't just stop it for the fire crew.
But it was handy nonetheless.
Correct.
Lights out this time. Pride and Mayolo. Priolo and Kingshot. Kendrick and Nash. That's how it looks on the first 3 rows with Taylor Milling and Caden Manders. First the top 3 guys in the championship. Starting from inside the top 10 as again Pride gets the jump. That's a much better start. With 3 wide going through turn 1. It's Milling arguing the point with Manders as we go down the back straight for the first time with Brad Mayolo taking the lead from the 14 of Pride, who wants to argue on the way down the main straight at the end of lap number 1. He challenges for lead. Jace, he might just take the lead out of turn number 2.
Yes, so Pride's back in front. No, Mayolo's back in front. They move out of turn number 4 the 3rd time, and Mayolo leads Pride back in 3rd place. Kingshot. Then in 4th place is the 26 of David Priolo. 5th place is AJ Nash, then Jason Kendrick, and Cam McKenzie's made his way past not only the 3-car of Callum Williamson, but also the 60-car of Caden Manders.
This is good for AJ Nash, isn't it? In car number 9, the Castrol Fenton Colonial Motorsport entry. Running with the big boys tonight. He's ahead of Kendrick as Williamson dives down the inside of McKenzie. So Williamson's ahead of both the championship guys now.
Yes, he is. Will stand at the back of the field from the 79 of Chris Coyle. Pride out in 2nd place. 3rd place is the 2. No, not anymore. Priolo moves to 3rd. Back to Kingshot in 4th. Our race leader is long gone in Mayolo. He's got a very handy lead over Pride as they come out of 4.
That was insane for Priolo. He almost went into the hole in turn 2 and was never going to come back. He's done it again. He's going to loop in front of the group this time. Car scuttering. How do we get away with that? How did we get away with that? It bit him the first time, and the second time it spat him out in turn 2. He survives.
And the yellows came on.
Was that a bit trigger happy, perhaps?
Well, in fairness to the steward, from my vantage point, I could see a 3-car pile-up about to happen.
And how we didn't have one is one of the great mysteries of life.
So the race order is Brad Maiolo, Jason Pride, David Priolo, Dane Kingshot, AJ Nash, Jason Kendrick, Callum Williamson, Cam McKenzie, Caden Manders and Taylor Milling. So Williamson is 7th, Manders is 9th, and Dane Kingshot is 4th at the moment. Still plenty to play out in this one. Let's have a look. We have done 5. We've got 25 to go.
And coming up to 4 minutes worth of racing. I deliberately watched the 26 that time around to see if it was going to survive that hole in the turn. It's the same for everyone. But could that be all the good luck being used up there? Where does that put him now? It puts him probably down towards the bottom of the top 10 when it corrects the order soon. Maiolo, Pride, Kingshot is the top 3. AJ Nash up into 4th position now. Jason Kendrick right behind him, then Callum Williamson, the big mover in this race. So he's ahead of the 2 guys he's fighting the Maddington Toyota Series crown for.
Yep, and David Priolo will slide all the way back to the rear of the field.
Yes, and lucky it's not a 24-car field.
Yes.
That's the positive to come out of the negative. If he wasn't already fired up when I was doing that interview with him, this will tip him over the edge. They're such a passionate family, the Priolos.
There'd be steam coming out of that helmet.
Yeah, there was when I got there. That's what's concerning me. I thought, what's going on here? And boy, did he unleash. And now he'll have to do it from the tail of the field.
A really good start by Brad Maiolo. He was long gone after that initial battle with Jason Pride. And Pride then had his hands full with Kingshot. Nash having a good run in 4th, Kendrick 5th, Williamson 6th, Cam McKenzie 7th. And there's a buffer between, well, Cam McKenzie's between Williamson and Manders,
yep.
the 2 playing it out.
And where's Coyle? Coyle's just behind Milling here. So that mathematical chance might be slipping away, but hey, it's going to be a top 3 result, his return to the series full time with Scott Chatwin's team. Lights go out, 25 laps remaining in the first of our twin features here at Bunbury with Maiolo, Pride, Kingshot, AJ Nash, and the rest of the field back in the green flag. Kendrick thought about the move on Nash straight away, but backed off with a lot of racing to play out. Mitch Wormel makes the move on Darren Mewett now in the Wormel Civil 67. As we've got a battle here for second place, Kingshot should move up, and he does into turn number 1.
Also, just further back, AJ Nash got a cross-up coming out of 4. That's allowed Williamson to go up into 5th place now. Back then to Mackenzie in 7th, and Chris Coyle's made up a couple of spots. He's actually got past Caden Manders.
The man to watch, though, is Williamson. He is picking these cars off one by one. Coyle behind Mackenzie, just ahead of Nash, though here comes the merger contracting car when the door slams shut in his face. Meantime, at the front is still Brad Maiolo from Kingshot. Pride is still 3rd, but he'll have 2 very tough charges on his tail in about a lap's time. Kendrick and Williamson, who's moved a long way up the field in this feature.
Yeah, 1.5 was the margin the last time around. First to second is still about the same. It's 1.391. Kingshot in 2nd, Pride 3rd. Kendrick coming under pressure now from Williamson. Back into AJ Nash, Coyle. Then we go back to the 60th Manders. And then we've got Cam McKenzie and Taylor Milling in the top 10. But our leader is not getting away. In fact, I think Kingshot is starting to close.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And they're not catching the lap cars. That's purely the fact we don't have the bigger fields that we normally have. So it's going to take several or not. Spinner off the back, and who's that spun?
Caden Manders.
It's Manders. I just saw the tail of the car spinning around, so Manders, first one to blink in the championship battle, Jace.
And Cam McKenzie would have had eyes the size of dinner plates, so it was right in front of him. Coming out of turn number 2, this is, and Manders spins over on the back straight, and we have our second caution. And we were right, the margin between Maiolo and Kingshot had well and truly closed. Pride 3rd, Kendrick and Williamson, and this certainly helps Williamson, who is starting to make his presence felt. And Chris Coyle is up to 7th now.
Yeah, he's got that merger car up into the top 10. He'll put Manders to the tail and bring Cam McKenzie up to 8th, Milling 9th, and Darren Mewett in 10th. At least Milling has split the Mackenzie-Mewett battle.
Yes, for the moment.
They're just sick of each other. Well, not literally, just sick of racing each other the last couple of weeks.
In fact, they've actually shown great sportsmanship between the two of them. They've said on a couple of occasions, great to race someone hard and fast and clean like that. But Amanda's now getting pushed away. You've got to remember that Amanda's did an engine change, which was a great effort by his team.
40 minutes it took that time, and we hear some engine changes now less than that. All bolt-on and clip-on parts that happen with an engine change. If you want to see how quick it's done, just type it in on YouTube one day and you'll see some fascinating videos, particularly come out of the World of Outlaws in the US. Nobody needing the work area. It's vacant so far, and that's a good sign.
The only one using it is Norm Kerr in the pace car.
Wonder if we can change his tyre in under 2 laps. Back to the green we go with Maiolo. Williamson already trying the outside. And tucks it behind Kendrick into turn number 1. He's going to be careful, AJ Nash is there, but that Williamson car just looks set to kill here tonight. Car number 3.
Coyle's in trouble. Coyle is out. It's run out of noise.
Oh, what a shame. He's going to be able to pull off the racetrack as the leaders come on by. To finish the lap, he's not. We're going to go yellow. He's just cruising at the top of the Speedway there in car 79. And is he going to opt? He's coming to the work area. It's a tyre, right rear. Gavin Migro, the gas man, aiming him to the position of where he can come. They'll bring him right down to where the crew is. So he's had contact. We can see down here the wheel cover has been, it's obviously hit the wall or hit someone. And we've got 3 different crew shirts down here.
Now, just a reminder of what happens here. Once the order is correct on track, he has 2 laps.
That's now, Jace, 2 laps from this point.
So the order on track is correct. He has got 2 laps to get this car back on track. Otherwise, he is out.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. There's no limit on who can actually be here. So they'll get this on. It'll be 1 at the end of this.
Yep.
So I think they're going to be okay here. Gives them a lot of chance to practice under pressure. Got John O'Coyle in the mix. Down here with the merger team. 1 lap is the signal being given. They'll need to push him anytime he enjoys the tail of the field here. I do like this. Gives him a chance at least to get back out there. Critical for a guy that's in the top 3 in the championship.
Yep. So he's about to be pushed away.
They're not going to worry with the wheel cover, and that's purely to protect the inner wheel from attracting mud and making the wheel off balance. And he'll just have to fight on. He's going to be okay. And just like that, a 2-lap pit stop takes him to the tail. You did good.
So we've had 3 cars go rear of field now in this particular race. David Priolo, Caden Manders, and now Chris Coyle. And we'll go green the lap after this. So the order is Brad Maiolo from Kingshot, and that is starting to spice right up. Pride 3rd, Kendrick 4th, 5th place at 3 of Callum Williamson. AJ Nash is 6th, Taylor Milling is 7th. The 22 car of Cam McKenzie is 8th. The 55 of Darren Mewett's right behind him in 9th. And then David Priolo is 10th. And then we've got Wormel 11th, Trevor Jolly 12th. And then there are 2 after that, which is Manders and the 79 of Coyle. We're back underway.
20 laps still to go. Good job again from Maiolo. Pride was a little bit trigger happy, but settled before he got to the orange, the white cone on the main straight. Here comes Williamson and Kendrick again, side by side in turn number 3. And the Avalon Group car takes the position away from the Hit 929 car.
So yes, Williamson moves into 4th position, but our race leader is still Brad Maiolo from Kingshot. Pride doing a great job in 3rd place.
Manders!
Oh, Manders is up in the fence, and that will put him out.
On his own.
Yep.
And on his own, Jace, I saw the car just turn the opposite direction. Now, whether there was a failure again, I can't tell you. We'll soon know if we can get him to the work area. Well, you just know it's just heading one person's direction now, doesn't it?
Yep. When I said traditionally you'd call him say he's going to be out, we're not sure now.
Not now. So we'll get the recovery crew. It's only a yellow.
We'll need to see how much damage there is. Again, we'll
His
go...
helmet's off, so...
Helmet's off, so, okay. So, again, 2 laps from when the order is correct. And the order appears to be correct.
And a lot quicker with the automatic timing system, had this been the case with limiteds. You saw the differences before, going to manual lap scoring again, how longer it takes. And that's no disrespect to the people that do it, but that's how quickly it's progressed over the years when you have the automated system. We still have them there just in case the technology does fail.
And you're wondering why we don't have the transponders on the limited sprint cars tonight. When we've got big events, there's a state title for sedans on tonight who own 68 transponders. They need all of them where they are, so physically don't have enough to be able to put them on all of the limiters. You can't put them on half a field.
Yeah, that's right.
And so Caden Manders still down there in turn number 1 in front of the bar. If you're listening at home, wondering exactly where this is, it's right down in turn number 1, where the patrons come from the public car park up into the Speedway venue. And it's about to be lifted onto the tractor. So Mayolo is basically led from the start, Matt, from Kingshot, Pride in 3rd, Williamson 4th, then Kendrick, AJ Nash 6th, 25 of Milling is 7th, Cam McKenzie is 8th, and then back to David Priolo, and then the 55 of Darren Mewett. That's the top 10. Then Wormel, Jolly, and the 79 of Chris Coyle. And our timing monitor says we've done 11.
And 15 minutes of competition so far. So at least I'll get this car to the infield and the crew can start diagnosing what they need to do and potentially even start now with only what we have, a B main and 2 features to come with our support divisions.
A limited sprint car B main still to come.
Who would have thought that back in the day? That's incredible. 3 heat races per round, big fields, quality cars in the limiteds, plus the 360s will wrap up another round of their Sawa series. While the 60 goes on the forklift into the infield, and a bit of soul searching for Manders, but for Williamson, everything is coming up his way at the moment.
Yeah, playing into his hands. Long way to go yet, though.
Time to try it again. Still 19 laps to go. The first feature of the night as cars move up the Speedway. We go back to green flag racing at Bunbury Speedway. Williamson 4th position now. Is Milling working the outside of Cam McKenzie as they burst down the back straight for the first time. Pride going with Kingshot, but your leader is Brad Mayolo.
So move down the main straight, Mayolo out in front, back into Kingshot. Pride, Williamson is next. Then behind Williamson is Kendrick. Behind Kendrick is AJ Nash. Then Milling, and then would you believe it, it's Cam McKenzie and the 55 of Darren Mewett side by side.
Yep, they're inseparable at the moment as Priolo breaks that little relationship up for a moment as he moves the 26 up in between. Meantime, Mayolo leads another lap by with 16 remaining at Bunbury. Kingshot still runs in second, and here comes Williamson trying to get himself on the podium once again in car number 3.
So Pride 3rd, Williamson, then back to Kendrick in 5th place. So move down the back straight, then back to AJ Nash, Milling, and then back to Mewett. So move out of Pitts Bend, then back to Cam McKenzie, Wormel. So go back then further to Coyle, and the last car running is a very unhappy Trevor Jolly. The wing is falling apart on the front of that car as Mayolo crosses the line. Kingshot is starting to close the gap yet again.
Wouldn't this be good for the cricket team to do it at their home track, in their hometown, with the former Australian Speedcar champion behind the wheel this year? Mayolo leads. We're halfway home. We're in the second part of the race. Good 3-car battle developing here for the final podium position. Kingshot, he looks really good here, but so too does Brad Mayolo.
18 laps down and 12 to go. Mayolo's lead has been erased. It's 0.7 of a second now. So move out of Pearson-Tini's in the first of the Pearson-Tini twin features. Callum Williamson 3rd, then Pride, and then back in 5th place is Jason Kendrick. We come up with 11 laps to go. The margin is 5 car lengths between Mayolo and Kingshot. Further back in the field is Williamson in 3rd.
Lap car ahead. It is Jolly with that unorthodox front wing on his Adra group. Jolly Good Auto Electrics car number 18. The leaders can see that ahead. A passing flag turn number 1. Here comes Kingshot. This is the closest he's been in car number 2. Will Jolly play the joker in this pack of 2 cars? As down to turn 3 we go again.
9 laps to go this time around. Kingshot out after our race leader. The 77 of Mayolo hasn't got past Jolly yet, and the margin is 2 car lengths now. Down the back straight they run. Williamson is a silly chance back there in third, and back then to Pride and then Kendrick. They'll come up this time with 8 laps to go. Mayolo in front by 5 car lengths over Kingshot, and back then to Williamson.
Oh, he moved right down on Jolly. That was Kingshot, but he's managed to find some time on Mayolo. They've got the Sarge just ahead here. Far from done in this one. Williamson could play right into this. Look at the 3. It's come out of nowhere, and it might just go for these 2 cars.
7 laps to go. A grandstand finish coming up. Mayolo just in front. Kingshot and Williamson storming into the equation. Half a dozen laps to go. Kingshot has gone wide. Williamson goes into second place and is out after Mayolo. Kingshot fights back on the inside. Back then to Pride and Kendrick. It's a drag race down the back straight. Williamson back into second place. Kingshot goes back into second. What a great race this is.
And while this is happening, it's letting Mayolo get away. Mayolo's picking the lap cars off. Kendrick argues with Pride. It's really coming alive here in the final 5 laps of this race. Can Williamson get past Kingshot? Yes, he does.
4 laps to go, Bunbury, in the first of the twin features. Kingshot comes back at Williamson. Kingshot goes back to second place. On the outside is Williamson. They run the back straight. Back in 4th place is the 11 car of Jason Kendrick. Brad Mayolo still in front, but he's coming back to Williamson. There's 3 laps to go here in the first of the feature races. He's not only coming back to Williamson, he's coming back to Kingshot, because Kingshot's back in second.
Where do you look on this track? This is why we love this sport so much. Out of the final turn with 2 laps to go for Brad Mayolo. Kingshot holding second, but for how long? Kendrick sits behind him in car number 11. Then it's Jason Pride having a fantastic night out aboard his number 14. But it'll be 1 to go. 1 to go this time for our leader.
White flag is out, yellow's on. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And where is the stoppage?
So it's turn 3 behind Morgan Melvin's going to be early with the trophies here, so we're going to get a green-white checker.
Oh, it's Cam McKenzie in the 22.
I just had to double check
with
that.
2 to go.
Oh boy. You could just feel that battle brewing, and now we get a green-white checker. What a shame for McKenzie, because at that point he was just outside the top 10. Just looking at the LJM team, John O'Coyle just gesturing at his driver perhaps, who's staring down the barrel of a win here tonight. So yellows are on. It's just over 21 minutes of racing. And we'll tow this car off now. Another feature race still to follow at the end of the night. We'll crown our Maddington Toyota Series champion for the year. Crowie's made the dash over to turn 3. So Mayolo, Kingshot, Williamson, Kendrick and Pride. AJ Nash still hanging tough inside the top 10. He's in 6th position. Taylor Milling, Mewett, Coyle and David Priolo, after going to the tail, is now in position 10.
Yeah, Matt, I might just quickly jump in. Got Cam here. So close to the finish, Cam, what happened?
Just banged the wall coming out of 2 there, and yeah, just got a little bit tight and it's just knocked the front end out of it. So we'll go put a front end in and come out for the second feature.
Best of luck. So Cam McKenzie out with 2 to go. Got as high as 7th, was just outside the top 10. What a 2-lap run to the charge. Big finish coming up. Can Brad Mayolo hang on, or will Dane Kingshot or the 3 of Callum Williamson take this first feature?
That is a very, very good question. Either way, the 2 local cars are at the front. I hope you're enjoying this action, Bunbury, and we've got another 30 laps still to come. Twin feature night. The teams might think it's a stressful occasion, but we're loving the drama, the tension, the buzz, the atmosphere, and everything else that comes with it. Set for a restart. Maiolo, Kingshot, Williamson, the top three. Into turn number one. Kendrick on the outside, trying to find something, trying to find some traction. He goes for Williamson. He goes for Williamson and gets the job done. So Kendrick back on the podium.
They move down the main straight, white flag is out, they're homeward bound. Maiolo in front, Kingshot in second. Williamson then back to Kendrick. They run the back straight the final time. The Pearson Teeny Twin 30 first feature race will go the way of Brad Maiolo.
Kingshot will get
Should have done the checkered flag hasn't come out. Back in Kendrick, back to the two of Kingshot in second place. There's the checkered flag. Kingshot will be second. Third place will be Williamson. Kendrick fourth. Back then to the 14 of Pride. And the 79 of Coyle in the top six. A delayed checkered flag. It didn't result in any changes in the end.
Just an extra lap, wasn't it, for Brad Maiolo collecting the win. Dane Kingshot finishing in second, and Williamson, who lost the podium for a split second, bounced back to finish in third position. Kendrick will have to settle for fourth place in that one. Pride fifth, Coyle, AJ Nash, Priolo, Milling and Mewett. So top three plus one coming to the scales right now. Just trying to pick up where our 77 is heading. He's heading towards us on the main straight. So Callum Williamson has checked out. Good start there. How about put your hands together, folks? That's just the first feature race. One more still to come. Put your hands together, make some noise if you enjoyed that. Of course you did. It's sprint car racing. We love it. And so do you as well. We'll get our top three into position. So we're going to get the cars back into the pits. They're not going to actually keep them out here for this presentation, so the crews can actually go on to. There's a bit of congratulating going on there, and it's explained that JK was actually fourth and not third in that one. The rest of the cars will go back into the pits. We'll kick the drivers out here. Where is Callum? We might just slide on down here. We'll actually bring you out towards the crowd here, so let these guys get this underway. We'll get our Southwest Best trophy girl here to start handing out the data. Callum Williamson, third place here tonight, folks, in feature race number one. Supreme, my man, is all I can say. That's the best third place you'll ever get.
Yeah, mate, this close to the end of the season, it's bloody awesome to still be up on the podium, and bloody good racing tonight. Dane Kingshot, he's rocked up to win tonight, so it's going to be all out for this last feature race, and I really can't wait to get back out there.
Now, do you dare to dream yet, or is there still another race to go? You're not going to really settle until you get across the checkered flag at the next race?
Yeah, I'm just going to let it eat. I'm just going to give it all I can. I'm going to try and win it.
Much to do the car, though?
I'm going to try and win it. The boys put a good car on the track for me tonight, and it's gone all well. And congrats to Brad. He's done a tremendous job to stay in front like he did on a pretty tough track, and just see where this last 30 takes us.
We'll just get you to hang around for some photos here with our top three. Well done, Callum Williamson, third in this one. Second place, another podium for the Cricket Motorsport team and for their driver, Dane Kingshot, second in feature number one. That's 30 laps. Have a trophy, and I won't get Morgan to give you a kiss now. We'll leave that till later on. Second place will have to do, but the car's good.
Yeah, car's good. I think those restarts hurt us. I felt like we had something for Brad when he was running the top in 1 and 2 there. It's pretty sketchy in the bottom of 1 and 2, but just barrier in there every lap, and we were pretty good. So Yeah, we're close to a win. We keep plugging away, and you know we finish in front of Callum, which is a good thing. You know he's a fair way in front in the points with the worst round drop, so we need to do a bit better than that. But you know, first season out, we're pretty happy. We're just taking each race at a time, and hopefully we can get up that top step.
There's been no shortage of race laps in the last couple of months. What do you think of these twin feature formats?
It's more laps for me. Like, I'd do 50 features here in a weekend if I could. You know, most of these guys have got about 5 or 6, more 8 years on me, so I'm just trying to learn as quick as I can and get this TH Cricky Motorsport car up the front where it deserves to be.
We'll just get to hang around for some pictures here first, and we'll get Dane Kingshot out later on in the feature race. Put your hands together for second place tonight in Dane Kingshot. And your winner, feature race number 1, just led this. It was a clinic from this guy. Brad Maiolo picks up the win. The hat, the trophy. Yeah, it's probably more for his head than ours. Nicely done. That's one box ticked, and 30 laps. The car looked awesome.
Yeah, no, I felt real good. Leading it from the start's hard because you don't really know where everyone else is running, but we obviously did enough, and we'll take it.
And there's a big crowd here once again tonight supporting you guys. Have you got enough for another 30 laps? Is the car good? What can you do, if anything? Yeah,
no, I'm feeling good, and we've got a good support team here. And first win with Jono on the spanners, so it took a while, but real happy. It's been a tough season for us, like really, and that's a brand new car, so to start off with a win for that could be promising.
Well, it might be a stupid question. I've asked you plenty over the years, but having one car, has that made it a bit easier, or do you like having the bigger brother out there with you?
Oh, it's probably easier in the pits and that, but it's still good having him out there as well.
You miss him out here?
Yeah, no, it's good. Another good car, but yeah.
Good job. 30 more laps to come.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Well done, Brad Maiolo. Just get our top 3 just to jump in for some photos if we can here and get our photographers. I haven't got any spots here marked for them. Just jump in and smile for the cameras, and we will bring these guys out for another 30 laps to wrap up the night here with the B main for the limited sprint cars to come, and more action with our 360s and 30 big laps. The Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series Grand Final not too far away. Please put your hands together for our top 3 here tonight.